Hey guys, welcome back. It's Chala from Crafting Through the Chaos of Life. Today we are playing with some 6x6 single-sided paper pads, and I know we all have them, and we need to find things to do with them, so go ahead and pull them out. I have some from the dollar store, some that came from card making magazines, some from, I think this is from my mom's place. This came, in a paper pack, card making. These are the ones that I did the haul on, the Amazon Bleds paper review, which again, I really like this paper. So we're going to do two different types of pockets. We're going to do one that is like this, that is kind of layered up, and it has these tabs. So you're going to have a pocket here and here. So that's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then if you glue this down onto a page as a tuck or a pocket, that would be like an 8th kind of space to it. So this is a lot of fun. This particular one works better with thinner papers. So your thin 6x6 or thin 12x12 cut down to 6x6 also works. So that thin stuff that you don't know what to do with. This pocket here, I should say you can use a thicker one. I did use a thicker one with this, but it's going to give you quite a bit of bulk on your page. And if you plan on sewing, it could cause your sewing machine some drama. Sometimes they don't like to sew through that thickness. The second one is this cute little kind of accordion envelope pocket with a tab. And then what we could also do is we could score here and make that flip over to be almost like a little envelope. So let's go ahead and get started. Let's do this one first. And again, this works better with some of our thinner papers. So I'm going to put these thicker ones to the side. This would also work really well with any leftover digitals that you might have that you don't know what to do with. Single-sided, it works perfect for that. So again, just trying to move these thicker ones. Oh, this is a thinner one, I think, isn't it? Yes, it is. So I am going to play with these ones. I want 2 different patterns, but patterns that will go well together. And I'm not so sure about this one, just for how I'm going to use this. I'm going to pass on this one. This is Kate Knight paper. I'm going to pass on that one, so we'll tuck that one back in. But this one is super cute, this picnic one. And I think I like this. Let's go ahead and use one of those. And we need kind of a complementary color. I think we'll go with that. Yeah, I like that. So we're going to do one of those. And let's pick one from here. Ooh, that is some busy paper. Let's try that. Now that is directional, so I'll have to keep that in mind. I'm kind of thinking here. I don't do it often, so be impressed. Actually, I want to do a blue one. And I want to do it with do I want to do it with the stripes or the polka dots? Let's do it with the stripes. Just for fun. Okay, let's see if we can make 2 of each type of pocket. That would make me happy if we could get through that. Okay, so where is all right. So what we need to do with this is get your paper out and have it directionally the way you want it to be. So this one, I want to have it go this way. Okay, so I'm going to score these 2, and then I want my stripes to go up and down as well. All right, so what we need to do is I'm going to score these 2 at a time here. I'm going to score them at 1 inch. That will give me some nice edges on the side here, some folded over edges or neat edges. So I want to use this guy, and we will fold that. Actually, let's do 1/2 inch. 1/2 inch should be plenty. Okay. Now these ones, it doesn't really matter directionally which way they go, so that's all right. But again, we're going to score at 1/2 inch. Just like that. Okay, go ahead and fold that piece inwards. Give it a little bit of a, give it a little bit of a burnish, but make sure you're burnishing it correctly, not like me, all willy-nilly. Okay, same thing with this one. Like that. Okay, so those two go together, and then this one, like so. Again, straight would be ideal, Chala. Maybe it's the paper that's crooked, because it's got lines on it. I'm like thinking that the lines should be straight-ish. And then this one. Okay, now what we want to do is we're going to take our papers, and I'm going to use my scoreboard, just the edge of it, just to help me get a nice fold. So it lines up evenly. Push that against the edge. And then we'll just fold that over. Same thing with these pieces. Let's keep these ones separated. Again, making sure that it is square and folded straight. There's that one. And this one we will fold over. Try to line up those corners, get it tucked in there, and the rest should follow ideally. There we go. Gosh, I love those colors together. Reminds me of that rose journal, All Things Roses journal that I did. Okay. I still have lots of pieces from that kit. I could definitely make another one. Okay, so that's good. Now what we need to think about is, let's glue these down actually. And yeah, let's go ahead and glue them down. I'm going to use art glitter glue just because it is a nice strong glue. I want this to line up. Okay, just run our glue along there. Press it down. Now you could put some clips on it if you want it to make sure that it's stuck down, but I think this is going to grab fairly quickly, so art glitter glue grabs really quickly. But if you have maybe like Barely Arts or some other glue that takes a little bit more time, you might want to clip it. Okay, and then fold this over as well. Okay, and it does bow, and that's good. That is good. That'll give us a little bit of room in our pockets, so not to worry if it does that. It doesn't have to be super flat. Okay, let's put these aside and do these ones. Okay, we've got those nice and glued. That one is a little off, but we could ink it, not a problem. Okay, so what we want to do is, if your paper is directional like this one here, you're going to want to flip it so it's upside down. Okay, and then we're going to decide, which one is going to be the taller. So essentially one of these is going to be the top and bottom, and then the other ones are going to be the inside. And I think I want it this way. Okay, so what we need to do is figure out, we want this one about there. So then that one will fold. I'm not pushing anything down yet, just kind of measuring, and then this guy will fold here, up just a bit more, that down just a bit. So I kind of want to get evenly spaced is the goal. Now this would work with, like I said, digitals as well. But you know, if you have pieces left over from 12 by 12, it will work. Okay, so I think that's good. Just going to go ahead and press everything down. Like that. Just really burnishing that so it is as low profile as possible. Again, thinner papers work better for this particular pocket. Okay, and then those nestle inside like that. Okay, we'll go ahead, set that to the side. And then we'll do these ones. And I think I want this to go this way. Maybe about there. That looks somewhat evenly spaced. I think so, or close enough anyways. I'm just going to press that down. And then use my bone folder to really make that crease lay flat. Okay, we can get rid of our scoreboard. Now in our template here, in our prototype, we have these little thumb notches. Okay, so I am going to put those in before we get too far ahead. And how I want to do that is I'm going to mark the center of each one. That is off just a wee bit and it's bugging me. There. Okay, so this should be about 2 inches. Yeah, just over. About 2 1/4. Oh, it is 2 3/4. So I'm going to try to make it, I know you can't see, but I'm going to try to find the center. Can you see that? Let's come down. If I come down a line, is that better? Yeah. Okay, so I'm just trying to find the center line, which I think is there. And I'm just going to put a little bit of a tick with my pencil on each one, just so I know where to put that thumb notch, so they all hopefully line up as centered as possible. Same thing with this guy. About like that. Line that up against the lines. And ideally, I will have the notches in the same spots. Okay, now we just grab our punch. Use whatever punch you like. This is just a 1 inch that I'm using. And I'm just going to notch through one piece. I'm not going to notch through the back piece, okay? Let's see if we can get this in here. This just kind of fits, so I think that is about center-ish. Not taking too big of a bite out, just enough that we can tell that that is a pocket. And maybe like that. Hopefully that lines up. And same thing on these ones. Okay, so obviously I've gone ahead and done some inking. If you are not an inker, then you can definitely bypass that step. It is not necessary. And now we will just kind of line up our pockets. And you can add some brads. If you're going to add brads or little embellishments on the corners here, so you could put one in each corner. You're going to want to do that now. And if you want to sew, we're still going to glue, but you don't have to do the sewing either. The other thing we need to do is cut some tabs. So just find some scrap papers in your stash that would go if you want to put these tabs on. You absolutely don't have to. I'm just having a thought. Again, I don't do it often, so I am wondering if we can make one kind of like a little secret flip, where you could open it up and have secret journaling underneath there. Yeah, let's think about that. Okay, I'm not going to put in any brads. I'm just going to simply glue this down, and then I will also sew. So I got little crumbs from inking all over the place. So you want to make sure this is tucked right down in there and lined up on either side. So using art glitter glue because it is nice and strong. Again, if you're sewing through it, you don't have to worry about that because the stitching will catch it and keep it strong as well. But I like to go above and beyond what I need to. I like to do both art glitter and sew. Okay. And then I'm going to glue this one like this. Lay it down. Just making sure it is even on the edges. And then we'll do this part. Like that. Now again, you don't have to have the tabs if you don't want them, like here. You don't have to have those. But I think they kind of make the project interesting. So let's go ahead and line this up. Now, do I want to make that a secret little flip out? If I do, I would have to have little Velcro or little magnets. So I'm not going to do it this time, but that's something you can definitely expand upon. And then maybe just have like a little paper clip hold it closed. You could have that too. Let's go ahead and do it. I changed my mind. I reserve the right to change my mind. 1,000 times a day. Okay. Let's do that. So that means on this one, that's going to fold open for some writing. So then we will glue here. All right, I'm going to have to do my sewing a little bit different on this one. So I'm going to have to sew down, and then, sew all the way down, and then flip it like this and sew just down to here. So I am going to go off and get these sewn, and I will be right back. Right, so I have gone ahead and I have just sewn up the sides, which I really like the look of that. I think that is super cool. And yeah, that's so cool. Okay, and then this one, first I sewed here, and then I sewed here, and then I flipped it over because I want the stitching to kind of match up. Then I sewed on this side. So otherwise it would be backward stitching, if that makes sense. Not that it's overly noticeable, but I just wanted to do it that way so it looks kind of seamless there. So then we're going to, we'll clip a paper clip here, and then we have some secret journaling space there. I like it. Okay, so let's go ahead and do our tabs. So I just have a whole bunch of scraps of cardstock. So I'm going to glue. This is just some paper from, what is it, like AliExpress or Temu or whatever. It's just really, really like newsprint thin. But I think it will work for a tab or two. So yeah, let's go ahead and use that. And let's use a glue book. I don't want to get my mat super sticky if I don't have to. There we go. Those strawberries are beautiful. I probably should have cut those out. Oh well. Okay, and then this, I'm just going to put on there. And go ahead and cut this. Like that. And then we have some more fun scraps to play with. Yippee! Okay, so I'm going to let that dry for a little bit, and that should give me I think I'm going to kind of alternate them. Hopefully that'll give me enough. I'm not sure. And then this one, I just want it to be, oh, this is perfect. I just want it to be coffee dyed paper. Oops. Just like this. Get nice wiggle room with Oohoo glue stick, that is for sure. Okay. Now let's see, I might have to do some more, but let's see what I can get out of this. So I'm just going to fold. Now depending what tab punch you use, so I have just this regular type of tab punch, or I have the whale tail. I want to use the whale tail on this, so hopefully I have folded enough. Yes, I should be good. So go ahead and cut that out. And I'm not sure I'm going to have enough of that one or enough of this one. So we'll have to get a little bit creative here. Tuck that in. We can do some nice stamping on that. All right, what else do we need? Oh, thought I had a piece of book page one somewhere. Maybe not. Okay. Not to worry, we'll just look in our scraps and see what else we can find. That might be okay. Could get a tab out of that. And glue stick, there you are. Glue book. All right. Glue that on there. What was I using? This. Might need to come down a little bit more with that glue. Okay. Let that dry for a second, and what do I want on this one? Do I want more book page? Yeah, let's just go ahead, and then that way we can do some stamping. Let's see how this works. Like that. Okay, let that dry for half a second. Go over to this guy. Scrap bin with you. And scrap bin with you. And ooh, I should have glued that the other way around. Can I salvage it? I think I can. Because I want it this way. I kind of want that teas and coffee to show. Just the way the fold is on that, that's the way it has to go. Oh, I like it. Okay. Good. Good, good, good. So I've got 1, 2, 3, and then 4. And I'm going to need 4 more for the other side, or for the other one. I think I want, yeah, this is going to fold like this. That should give me enough. like that. Awesome. Okay. I have two here that I want to stamp on. I want to stamp some numbers. But let's go ahead and ink up as well. Nice and grungy. Love it. Do the other side just in case. Like so. Not that you're going to see it, but you never know. Just makes me feel better knowing that I have both sides inked just in case. That's super grungy. I love it. Okay. Now, what do we want to stamp? Some numbers. I think some numbers. Do we have some numbers in here? Not so sure I have numbers in that one. Let's try this one. This one I definitely do. What does that say? Yes, that's a good one. We'll use you. And that says claim check. Don't want claim check. I do want a number. What does that say? Oh, level. Yeah, we could do that. All right, let's just go ahead and make that happen. Grab my piece of paper. And now remember, you're going to be folding this over, so you're going to stamp on this part here. I have stamped up here before, and that's not what I want. Okay. I am going to use just some Memento because I don't know where my well, I think my Clarifine, whatever you want to call it, is upstairs. So we will just use this. Okay. And right about there. Great. There is that one. And what is this one? I cannot see it to figure out which way. Hopefully that's the right way up. Appears to be. Is it? No. It is not. We have to turn it around. Just double check. Yeah, okay. That is going to go this way. Like so. Oh, I like it. Whoops, what am I doing? Okay. Put that back. And then these, ooh, let's ink these guys up. Let's not ink it with the black though. That's not what we want. I can get rid of this. Put that under there. Those are inked. We need these ones inked. Like this. Ooh, I like it. Okay, where did the other one go? There you are. I saw you trying to hide. Sandwiches, teas, and coffee. I like it. And then you can decorate the pockets. If you want to decorate each individual one, you can. I just kind of like to decorate that part, the lower pocket. But let's see. Do we want you this way? Maybe like that. Yeah, because the tab kind of sticks up enough. And then that one will go up here, like that. And then tea and coffee, right here. Teas and coffee, I like that. And then this one down here. Okay, I think I like that. Just going to ink this up a bit more. And the bottom. There we go. Okay. So let's start on this lower guy. I am going to use art glitter glue. Now this is going to be a bit tricky because you have to get in between. Let's see if I can show you. Come on, tweezers. So we need one part of the tab on this side of the pocket and one part on this side. So we need it to kind of go over like that. So I'm going to use art glitter glue. I'm not going to have a lot of wiggle room time, which is good and bad. Because once I get it in place, I don't want it to move. So, sneaking that in like that. And I think that is just about good. Yeah, not a lot of time to move it around anyways, so there we go. All right, teas and coffee, you are next. And then I'm just going to really try to keep it even with the previous tab. That is the goal. If it doesn't happen, it doesn't happen. You could have them, I mean, you don't have to have the notches either. You could have the notches like, you know, staggered. You don't have to have them evenly. It's just kind of the look I liked, so that is what I was going with. Okay, these are a bit off, but that's okay. Don't have a lot of time to move it, so it's down. Next one. Like so. Oopsies. And slide you over like that. Yeah, this one's a bit crooked, but oh well. As I say, the paper police are not going to come after us because something's not absolutely straight. It's part of the handmade goodness. Like this, and then that is going to go in the back. Like that. Oh, I like it. So yeah, you could clip this in on a page, or you can glue it down, right? If you glue it down, you're going to have that 8th pocket. But the back is super cute too, that you could just clip it in and journal on here as well, right? I like it. And the nice thing is you don't actually have to fill all these pockets right away because the tabs are decorative enough, but it does leave room for people to fill it with their own little bits and bobs. Okay, on this one, what do I want to do? What do I want to do? I'm going to get a paper clip first off, is what I'm going to do. And then, ooh, those are too big. Let's try, maybe one of these rose gold ones would be pretty. Yeah, they got a little heart on them. That's cute. Yeah, just like that, right? Do I want to put tabs on this one? I don't think I will. I think I'll just leave that, but I do want something here, like a label. I think I want a label there, so let's just go ahead and take a look. Or we could take a look at these too. I must have my Tracy Fox labels out already, do I? Yes, I do. Okay. So I'm just looking at some of these flowers. Actually, I could do something like that. It's not quite the right color though. Just a little bit of greenery. What do I have in here? Do I have any roses in here? I have some vellum stickers. Could always decorate with some vellum stickers. It's too purpley. Too purpley. Oh, right. And on this one, we want to kind of leave space, though, for writing underneath, right? Because it's a hidden writing space. So I think just a label. I think the label is what we are after here. And what do I have that would work? Oh, I kind of like that. Specification. It's got some blue on it. I think I like the other one better. Oh, damaged. That's actually kind of cute. Got one of these. I think this one. Terms strictly cash. Petticoats. Petticoats. Batch. I think it's that one. Let's stop looking then, Chala. You don't have to go through the whole number. Nope. Ooh. Kind of like that. Let's go with that. I like the red in it. Yeah. Okay, let's go ahead and do that. Ink it up. And glue her down. So I think if the paper clip is on that side, maybe I'll do this on this side to kind of balance that out. Yes, let's do that. Just right there. Oops, oh, sugar. Oh, that's okay. Gives it character. All right, so those are our first two pockets. I'm going to do a little 10-second tidy and I will be right back. All right, so for this next pocket, we can definitely use a little bit heavier 6x6 paper or cardstock. If you're using 12x12, you can cut it down. And I am thinking that might get lost. Actually, let's use some of these ones. Oh gosh, these are so pretty. Yeah, I think I want to use one of these. Yes, okay. Now I have to think about this. Oh, let's do another one. Let's do one from the other pack. Maybe we will do... one of those might be cute. Okay. Let's do that. Get this all cleaned up. So the first thing we need is our scoreboard. And we want to... I'm going to score this at 1/2 inch, 1 inch. 1 inch on either side, right? Yes. Okay, so we're going to score at 1 inch and at 5 inches. Okay. Then we're going to turn our paper. Now, because it's directional paper and I want this essentially is going to be this part. So I need to turn my paper this way, okay? And then we're going to score at 2.5 inches. Just like that. Oops. Did I go rogue there? Kind of felt like I went rogue. Okay. And same thing on this one. So we want, I don't really like that one. Where's my other one? There we go. Okay, so 5 inches. One inch. Okay, I'm going to turn my paper counterclockwise 1 turn. And 2.5 inches is where our next score line is. Okay, that is done. Now we want to go ahead and fold that up, and then fold that in, and fold that in. Okay, same thing with this one. I'm going to fold up here and then in and in. Okay, so we need to get rid of, you can see here, there's a longer strip on either side. That's the part that we need to get rid of. So I am going to be cutting just on the inside of the score line here and just on the inside of the score line here. Essentially, I want to kind of cut that fold off. And then again on here, I'm going to be cutting just on the on the inside here. Okay. So essentially, we're getting rid of all of this. Okay. And all of this. But we are going to be using these pieces, so don't throw them out. And we'll just all the way up to there. And then I can hold myself steady here. Take that out. Again, on this side of the score line. And on the right hand side of this score line. There we go. Oops. Cut a little bit funny there, but that is okay. All right, so essentially what we have made is our pocket like this. Isn't that cute? And then we're going to make these into a gusset. So I'm going to fold it up and then fold it back on itself. Just like that. And that will make our little gusset. You can make it bigger if you want. Do these at like 1/4 of an inch, like fold them at 1/4 of an inch, but I think these are fine. I don't want it to be hanging out too much. Okay. So another great thing is because this is double-sided, you can just clip it in if you want as well. Now I do want to round the corners, but let's go ahead and get this one done as well. So I'm going to cut on this side and this side, keeping our pieces. And cut on this side and that side. Super. Again, folding this back to create that little accordion. Well, it's not really an accordion, but a little gusset. If we folded it more than once, it would be an accordion, but there we go. Okay, let's go ahead and round some corners. There we go. I'm going to use my large one. Just like that. Like that. Now I have to hold these little folds in. I have to hold them down when I go to do this corner round. Like that. And like that. Yes, looks good. Okay. And same thing with these guys. Okay, if you want to ink, go ahead and do that inking now. And then I said I wanted one of these, which I think is going to be this one. Yes, I'm going to make this one a little envelope. So to do that, I need to put it into my scoreboard like this. And I'm going to score it at not 2.5, but 1 tick over from 2.5. Whatever that is. Okay, just like that. And then I can fold that over. And that creates kind of like a little envelope. So then we'll go ahead and ink these bits up as well, because we will see those. Okay, that looks good. And for this, I think I might just use a little Velcro dot. We'll see when the time comes, but I like how that bee landed right there. So these pieces, if you weren't folding it like this as an envelope, I still actually might put a tab on here, I'm not sure, but that's not folding in quite as nice as I like, so let's just try fixing that. There we go. Yeah. Okay, so for this, let's go ahead and glue our sides down. You can put a little notch if you want. I'm not going to on this one. I think it'll be fine. I lied. I'm going to, but I'm going to use my oval. I want just kind of a more large, like longer, shallower, but I can't go too far because my tab, I don't want that notch to go, you know, beyond this tab. So I'm just going to make a little pencil mark, just so I know not to go below that, which I don't think I will yet. This is just fine right about there. Yeah, definitely far away from that line, so that's good. Erase that. A little bit more ink. And then I should still hopefully have enough room for a little Velcro dot. Okay, let's glue this down. If not, that's okay. I mean, we could put the Velcro dots on these bits too. Or we could just wrap it with a string as well. You don't have to have a Velcro dot. You can just put some twine around it. Glue. Glue is what we're looking for. So we'll do that. Oops, let's do both at the same time. And then fold that in. Don't need my scoreboard anymore. Okay. So if you wanted to, you can definitely sew around this, which I think I might do because I just like that look. But I'll do that off camera. So let's finish this one. This one we'll do like we did, like I did this one. So going to glue this down first. No, I'm going to take my pieces and I am going to put it like this. Yes. Okay. I'm going to round these corners to match this, which I use the large one, and ink. Okay, this one I'm not going to put a thumb notch in. I did on this one, but I don't think I will on this one. Go ahead and get this glued down. That looks about pretty good there. And then this will fold up and glue. Just like that. Oh, isn't that going to be pretty? Like that. And like that. Okay. I think a label right there is going to look nice. Super, and it kind of bows open, which is great. I love that. Just going to give this a little bit of a burnish. Okay, super. So now what we can do is we can put in some brads and we can make our tab. And I'm going to make the tab just out of this piece here. So on the other side you can see it's just blank. That's just fine, not to worry. And we'll use this guy. And I want these berries for sure on there. So about like that. And I still have this little piece that's cute to use. Let's go ahead and ink this guy up. And I mean, I could have backed this with some stiffer paper, but I think it's fine. So I think I'm going to, I don't want it in the middle on this one. I actually want it over on the side just a bit. So I'm going to try to make sure that that curve of the tab and the curve of that paper lines up, just to make it look a little more seamless. You absolutely don't have to do that though. It's just my little neurosis. And it up there and there. Whoops, don't you go moving around on me. Okay. And we'll just give it a little bit of ink on the back here, just so it's not so stark white. And we can give that a little bit more glue under there too, it looks like. There we go. Yeah, so if this is going to be clipped in, which I'm not sure yet, we'll go ahead and ink up the back just in case. Because then if it is clipped in, we've got both of front and back distressed. Okay, great. Great, great. So that guy is done. Do we want little brads in there? Why not? I have, or we could put eyelets. Do I want eyelets? I think I want eyelets. Let's just do something a little different than the other one I did. Okay, one of you. I think you're a match. The rest of you guys can go back in there. Okay. Little eyelet setter here. Not little, the crocodile too. Okay. Right there. And right there. I'm not sure if that's even, but that's what we're going with. Okay, now, is that the small one? Yes. Go ahead and stick this in there. Ooh, yeah, I like it. Oops, click that all the way over. Crimp that down. Yes. Good choice, Chala. Good choice. My thank you. I have some good ideas every now and then. Like that. Ooh, yes. So nice. So nice. Okay. So nice. I'll say it twice. Oh, I like that. All right. What do we want to do here? Let's actually... Let's try something. Not sure this is going to work. Bear with me. This might be too big. Just, can we make it work? Because I really like that bee. Okay. What if I ink this up? Okay, I need to back this on something. It's just a little too flimsy. Let's find some nice, strong, sturdy cardstock. There you go. Oh, do I have actually some already cut out? I do. I have. Remember these? These are from the tissue boxes. But I can just use it for this. I'm going to cheat and just use it for this. Yeah. And before I glued this, I probably should have, oops, let's let that dry before we start messing about with it. I probably should have poked a hole first. Kind of gonna cover him up though. I don't really want to do that. Might change my mind. But now I have this cute guy for something else. Just never know what you want to do. I mean, even though he's more of a honeybee than the bumblebee. No, I want to keep him. Okay, well, I'll use that for something else. So let's actually just put in a brad, maybe a silver one, and then it's pretty tiny, but I think that it'll be okay. Oops, smash, grab. And I want, looking for, yes, this is just from the good old dollar store, and this is, they call it craft string, but it's like embroidery thread, and I want to use that. Okay, bring back our little eyelet setter. Let's first find middle. Okay, 10, right about there. Slide that back over to our punch. What is that? That's like 1/8. 1/8 punch. There we go. Slide that back over to set the eyelet. Okay. Shazam, we've got that done. Okay. Now let's take some of this. Let's do one, two, three, four, double that. It's probably more than enough, but I'd rather have more than enough than not enough. And then we will put this through that hole, and then slip the end through like we would with a tag topper, like that. And then this will just, okay, we need something on the end of here. Let's straighten the ends. Okay, what do we want? We need a charm of some sort. Okay. Ooh, I should have a bumblebee in here. I do believe I have a bumblebee. Or a bug of some sort. No, those are not bumblebees. Okay, there's butterflies. There's a bee. Okay, I need my tweezers. Come on. Come on. Aha. Got it. Got it. Yeah, I think that's what we want. Okay. This back before I dump it all over the floor, because that's been known to happen. And then we're just going to take this and put it through. I'm going to use a little bit of art glitter just to kind of make it like a little bit of a needle, so I can put it through like this. And I'll make a knot. Like that. Let's trim off that little gluey bit. Is that going to work? Yes. And then this will just wrap around, and then our little bee can tuck under like that. Isn't that adorable? Oh, I love it. So cute. Okay, you guys. Well, I hope you enjoyed today's video. I certainly enjoyed making it. Had a lot of fun. Wasn't really sure how I was going to decorate. Oh, I do want a label though. Yeah, I do. I want a label on here before we go away. Must do a label. Okay. Got that as our prototype. Still got some fun bits left over. Need a label. Ooh, woodland. I think that could be it. But just to be safe, we are going to take a little peeksy-poo just in case, ooh, in case we want a red one. Botanize. Yes, that is the one. Okay. Just ink that up quickly, and we'll put that down. And then we'll take a look at everything we did. Oh, I'm so excited. This was a lot of fun. Great way to use up your 6x6 papers, the single-sided, right? Because there's some pretty ones. I mean, you can glue them together and have them double-sided, but sometimes they get just a little too thick to work with then. Oh my gosh, I love that. Okay, let's put this away. Oh, I have this little butterfly just kind of sitting here. Maybe I can use it on here. Well, I did put, that was my first one. I did put a little flower, acetate flower on this one, which I think is really cute. But we do have this butterfly. Do we want to quickly stick him down? And then he has a home, and he's not just, oopsies, floating around my desk. Not that I mind him hanging out, but oh, I kind of like that right there. Yep, we're going to do that. You are going to go right there, my friend, and live happily ever after. Right like that. Oh, I do like that. Oh, well, this was a lot of fun, you guys. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. I hope this inspires you to pull out all those 6x6 papers that I know you have. Come on. Can't be Josh and me. We all have them. Because they were pretty, and we're like, oh, we could do all the things with these. And then we realized, you know, the 6x6 can be difficult to work with if it's single-sided. Okay, ooh, I could make this into a little banner. Let's quickly do that. And maybe, ooh, okay, guys, one more thing. Let's quickly do this. Actually, let's grab a paper clip like this. And I'm going to straighten this. Cut up here till about, so that's about the middle, cut up to about there, and then angle it like that, and angle it like that. Oh, I like that. And then we are going to just fold that over and glue it. Right like that. Look at that, a last minute little addition with some of our scraps here. It's this fun little paper clip banner thing. Oh, I love it, I love it. Okay, paper clip, where did you go? Oh, is it this one? It doesn't matter. I need that to go through there. I want it to go this way though. Yes. All right, our glitter glue. Put some glue there. Oh, bugger. I don't want it slipping off, so it's got to go. Why don't I just do it like this? I just totally made a mess of that. I want it to be on this end. I've got it all glued on the wrong part. Ugh. Okay, I'm going to get rid of that one because it is so gluey now. I have to clean it off. I want it to be on this part here. There. Just like that. Okay, I like it. Sorry guys, went off on a little bit of a tangent there near the end, but you know, when it strikes, it strikes. So there we go. Let's take a look at our goodies. Put the glue pin back in. All right. So what did we do? Oh, we did a lot. So we've got these kind of little tabbed pockets that expand, expandable tab pockets. And this one is a little envelope. Right, ooh, and then we have this little guy. Then we have, ooh, I still have this to play with. Then we have these kind of stacked pockets where we did 2 that have tabs, right? Do some stamping on them. And then this one we made with a secret little fold out writing space. So you can write here, fold that back up, put your clip on, and no one will know. No one will know if I can get my clip on. Hello. Hello. There we go. Oh my goodness, that was more difficult than it had to be. So there we go, guys. And then our little cute little paper clip here. I hope you enjoyed today's video. I sure did. It was a blast, and I definitely could be playing a lot more with some 6x6 papers here. So stay tuned if you have some to use up like me. All right, guys, take care, and remember, P.S. I love you.